I guess I caught you, but passing is another thing.
I see you back there.
I think you have a few horses more than I do.
I'm not sure. I think I only have 5 1/4.
I'm at an even 500.
I got a little bit more. Yeah, I got a little more weight on me than you do, but not a bunch more.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I said I wasn't going to shoot a video until later on today, but I'm like, wait, the members could have a nice magic hour video. It's a beautiful morning. We're just climbing to the top of Richter Pass. You guys can get to see a Soyuz from the other side of the mountain. We'll climb up. Anarchist. Thanks. Instead of coming down it. Highway 3 eastbound, coming right to the summit here.
Such good luck for wildlife. We might see more wildlife today.
Maybe. We saw our first black bear. Just spotted him.
And 2 moose. You can have get moose. 2 of them. On the same night.
But the moose aren't on video. The black bear is actually on video.
I don't care. I saw 2 moose.
Hear that, guys? Jess doesn't care about you guys.
Oh. They're fighting words. We have a whole different member video coming up.
Why Juan is all black and blue?
I should specify everything for moose. I'm more excited about the moose.
I saw 1 moose. Just saw 2 mice.
And then there's a lot of deer, some elk.
Oh man, so many deer. Why is there a picnic table?
For the gathering, remember?
Oh, they have a sign over there for Spotted Lake Gathering.
I feel for the poor truck driver there that hits it at night not thinking about it.
It's right on the shoulder there. If you're a wide load or something, you might take it out. Especially those low beds with the wide load equipment.
Yeah.
You might destroy that thing. clean my Isaac so they can see if I'm speeding better.
No, clean it so I can see.
Not a huge fan where the shoulder cam is right now as far as my personal comfort. It does let you guys see that screen. Where's my hand? Right there on the edge. Yeah, if I move the camera at all forward, Soyuz Lake. Construction. Does that mean you guys have us slowing down to 50 downhill? No, just a slow vehicle. So they're just sweeping the road. Okay. At least I suspect. Yep, there's a sweeper going down there. I see the dust. Oh, that's just the water driving. I don't know. Turned them off. Okay, whatever. I was trying to fight that cough.
Didn't work.
I don't put a cough drop. Nope, that was it. That was the cue. Cough. My toes are getting a little cold. This little piggy was cold.
We talked about getting your slippers before, but we forget to go get your slippers.
Yes, we forget.
I think it's more like I don't want to go to the store where our slippers are. I like to store groceries, but not to store slippers.
Today's Wednesday. Crossing into Idaho. Our printer's out of ink, so it'll be just the one trip that we have to worry about figuring out where to pick up paperwork. So I can't print it out in the truck. So I bought ink on the weekend. And I'm pretty confident I bought the ink for our printer at home and not for the one in the truck. So I went on my camera, I'm like, where did I take a picture of an ink cartridge? Ah, right there. Yep, okay, buy that ink cartridge. Get in the truck here and I'm like, wrong ink cartridge.
It's not easy to find a place a truck can stop for.
Yeah, there's nowhere easy to go get an ink cartridge. If I had known how long they were going to take to load us yesterday at the hot tubs, I would have asked Jess to walk to the Walmart that was 2 blocks away.
Yep, that would have worked.
Timmy's! That van must make a lot of truckers angry. Because that is where so many truckers pull in to run to Timmy's. Speed limit is 50 through here, but we rarely do 50 through here. Honestly, she should make the speed limit 30. See a big rig going up that hill anywhere? Passed us while I was doing a pre-trip. He was a Super B. He said I'd catch up with him. But he said he was fairly light. But we're really light. So I was expecting to see a big rig climbing anarchist here, but I didn't look either if he pulled over to fuel up or something either. So I think if we haven't caught him up going up anarchist, he probably pulled over. Could be wrong, and we'll see him down the highway. But after that, there's a lot of downhill, which he will do the same speed I am. I think the sun's in a position that's kind of hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I see a Super B. Stuck behind a logging truck. Fairly confident that's him. Just starting the climb. Going up that way.
Like, you know where to look.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
So,
Doesn't work. Yeah.
keep an eye on that first corner, first switchback. You might see him up that way. He'll get a passing lane there pretty quick and he'll pass that logging truck, so he's not that far ahead of us.
We saw him yesterday when we were...
Yeah, Mitchell Island, we saw him
Yeah.
coming in as we were leaving, so... And honestly, with all the chaos we had yesterday, I did not think he would be at the same place on the highway. I thought he'd be way ahead of us, but it looks like he loaded a timber marker, and that can be hours. The squeaking in the back just gives me a look.
I think you can move the squeaking from the back to under the bed where I can't get it. We'll see.
Not sure what it is. It could just be the truck. It's a year old now. Everything will start squeaking. They don't build these high quality as they used to.
I need one of those grab-on sticks. I can stand and you can grab it and I can move things from up here.
Turn your finger on it,
Yeah.
grab stuff, yeah.
So from here I can turn around and move things. That's what I need.
If we get to the logging truck, we're probably halfway to wherever he is. So. See if we can catch up. There's another truck between us. I didn't see him before. It's a dry van or a reefer. There's the logging truck. Must be around the corner already. I don't see him. Possibly, maybe at that corner. He's definitely moving quicker than I thought he would be. He did say he was light, so.
And he knows the race is on.
And he knows we're not trying to catch up with him, so.
But in the end, it's okay. You're not going to the same spot.
No, we're not going to the same spot. There's no need to be racing his Sunka logging truck.
Where are they getting logs out of over here?
What's that?
Wonder where they're getting logs out of.
I don't know. It's debating passing this guy or not. I'm like coming up to a corner where I do not want to be beside a big rig, but I think I can get him before we are in that corner.
He's from Quebec or Ontario. Depending on what trailer tractor you look at. I forgot to look for my bighorn sheep.
Yeah, I had a bit of an argument with the chipper with this load. It's a 2-drop load. The front is just concrete blocks, but the hot tub's curious. It's going up the opposite direction. Lad for Dad truck. Hot tubs and all the lids are in cardboard boxes, and they're like, it's our policy to have this low tarp. I'm like, my dispatch clearly says no tarp. There's a special comment about it, no tarp. Usually it's just blank, we know it's a no tarp. But this one has a special comment that says no tarp. I'm like, when there's a special comment, it means the customer has requested no tarp. So he wrote on the paperwork, trucker refused to tarp. Made me initial it. I'm like, okay.
I do have to say it's kind of interesting seeing them with hot tubs.
Yeah, they make huge hot tubs. Where is he? Behind that. Did he make the corner already?
I believe so.
He's moving pretty quick. You might not catch him. Yeah, they make hot tubs. So their cheapest ones are $8,000, and their most expensive are $30,000.
There's just something crazy to think about.
They look more like small swimming pools than hot tubs. Said they make about 25 hot tubs a day. It's 12 to 13 hot tubs a shift, 2 shifts.
The busiest time of season.
Yeah, he was asking everyone for overtime.
And they're just
Want
probably
to work
busy.
overtime? Want to work overtime? Stay and work overtime?
Warm up.
Well, it's 6 degrees Celsius right now, with barely a cloud in sight anywhere.
I don't know, after yesterday's day of rain, it's kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah. You're correct. Nice. Yeah, I never thought we wouldn't have gotten up with the other driver by now. Shouldn't have told him we were racing. It would have been easier for me to win the race. Yeah, every corner I go around, I don't see him.
Does he have more horsepower than?
Yeah, he does have more horsepower than I do, yeah. But he's got a Super B, so he's got the extra wheels on the road, so horsepower and trailer should equal it out to us being fairly equal, then it's just about how much weight we have on. So I might catch him, but I'm not going to pass him. Well, I might not. Got a couple of corners left. Oh, you need us to stop at the restroom up there? You're good. You're good?
Fine.
Just fine?
Fine.
There he is. He's going fast enough, he needed to hit the brakes for the corner. I did not have to. Maybe that's not a timber mark load. That looks like something else.
It almost looks like concrete or some sort of.
Yeah, but if it's concrete, I would have passed them.
It's just what it looks like from this distance.
We're passing main end, so I'm not going to be able to pass them before I'm passing main end. That means the scale's probably closed in Casper today if they're driving around way over here. Unless this would be under the Cleveland scale and they're driving around from there. I know Castlegar scale people come all the way to Midway. So I don't know if they would come all the way to here. I didn't look. Let me see who the driver was. There's Bigfoot right in front of us, the other side of the road. Kind of blends in, so it's hard to see. Well, I guess I caught you, but passing is another thing.
I see you back there.
I think you have a few horses more than I do.
I'm not sure. I think I only have 5 1/4.
I'm at an even 500.
I got a little bit more. Yeah, I got a little more weight on me than you do, but not a bunch more.
What is that?
Well, fencing. They only got maybe 35,000 pounds on here.
Yeah, so I have 4 pallets of concrete blocks and the rest are just fiberglass hot tubs, so I guess we're fairly equal in weight.
Oh yeah, there you go. So you got to take 10 hours off. Where do you got to go after you drop that stuff off?
Loading at KIW of all places and heading to Post Falls.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they got me delivering this there, and then I don't know, in Clashton, I don't know if I'm going to make Wynwood or not today to get loaded up. Otherwise, I'll load there first thing in the morning for Fruitvale.
Yeah, that's a pretty tight timeline.
Yeah, so I don't think I'll get loaded till the morning. I'll get unloaded this afternoon, but I don't think I'll get loaded till the morning.
I'm not a huge fan of those evenings. Yesterday was supposed to be one of those for me. I wasn't supposed to load these hot tubs till today morning.
Oh yeah.
I just showed up anyway and played dumb, and it's really nice to them, and they go, we'll check if the order is ready. If the order is ready, we'll load you tonight.
Yeah, that's why they like us, because we do that shit for them. The other people will just, okay, they'll wait till the morning.
I told Jess, I'm like, you know what, there's nowhere to park here and it's only like 2 p.m. and I'm not allowed to load till tomorrow. You know what, I'm just driving to the yard and figuring it out. If they turn me away, they turn me away, but it's worth trying.
Oh yeah, like they say, at the end of the day or first thing in the morning, what's the difference?
And for them, if I load yesterday, they don't have a truck first thing in the morning and they can get right to work and do their own thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now it feels like we got a convoy going.
Got a convoy going. Fencing.
It surely doesn't look like fencing.
How it's rolled up wire fences stacked and then shrink wrapped. There are like 9 rolls standing upright on each pallet and shrink wrapped. then on the back there's probably flat fencing, flat metal
Yeah, I
fencing.
can see that.
So he's got most of the hair. Full throttle. Nobody behind us, so I'm gonna attempt it. Oh, and there's like a cattle feed drinking trough too.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, a couple over there.
Plaid for Dad truck. A prostate cancer awareness truck.
I was thinking I would have taken that photo of passing him and sent it to me on
yeah.
social media.
Put a photo of our mirror. Yeah, that would be a good photo. Plaid for Dad with the Suckle logo on it. That would be a good YouTube, or I mean, Suckle would put that on their Facebook. Yep.
Yeah.
I love working for Suckle for the most part. It's really enjoyable. I mean, they're my boss. You always have disagreement with your boss sometimes, but
Compared to other workplaces.
in other workplaces, it's one of the best workplaces I've ever worked for.
And there's a reason why it's still called work. Sometimes you still have issues at work to make it work.
Yeah, it's called work, yeah. But, like, honestly, the issues I have are so small, so few. If you work hard, man, they return the favor.
Versus your old job, you work hard and they just ask more of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the harder you work, the more they ask of you. Here, the harder you work, the more I can ask for time off or anything. Anything I ask for, it's like I get almost everything I ask for. I should start asking for more stuff, right? But yeah, if you can get into the top 10 of drivers or top 10 of workers in almost any job, you're sitting pretty. But I know with Sudco, they give it back to you. They allow you to work with your schedule a little more. My boss just goes, well, you do more work in 4 days than other guys do in 6, so yeah, you can have that extra day off. Yeah, you can go do that, yeah.
That's kind of how he has to look at it, is how much you bring in those days, right? Like,
Yep.
to make it a profitable truck.
And if you're one of those drivers that only wants to work 10 hours a day instead of 14, 16 like I do, then drivers do that, but then they don't get the perks of asking for extra days off. Even then, you get extra days off too if you ask for it. I was talking to a driver that only works about 11, 12 hours a day. And he goes, every single time I've asked for a day off, I've gotten it. He works a lot less hours than I do. So I guess they don't even have to be best of the best to get perks.
Those
Ostriches are out.
people, were they posing for photos with them?
Yeah, they were standing right against the fence posing, and the ostrich were flapping their wings and like, hey guys, you're about to get kicked in the back very hard. Those ostriches are sending you signals that they don't like where you are. You're in a dangerous spot. I wouldn't stand with my back against the fence to pose for pictures.
Especially since I think they keep the males down here separate. So I think those are all
They
males.
were getting really aggressive. I'm like, uh-oh.
There's, I think they said like 500 of them, at least on that farm. It's quite a more up the hill there.
Never taken that road. It goes to Mount Baldy. But if you keep going, it goes all the way to Olive Garden. It's a gravel road and I've never looped around on that road. So we need to do that. Take that drive. It might be a fun scenic drive to go on.
I'm assuming you mean motorbike or person?
No, that's dirt. That's gravel road, so we do that with our pickup or car. Well, our pickup, we don't have a car. That'd be a pickup or car run. You could do it with a motorcycle if you got proper tread on your tires. Realize that we're shooting video driving into the sun this long. Hopefully you guys aren't putting your sunglasses on. enjoyable day. I think it's become quite warm.
I'm warm sitting in the sun, but I'm sitting in the sun. Do we have cell service here?
Yeah, there's cell service here.
Oh, look
Yep.
at the weather.
We got cell service from here all the way to Midway.
It's bad enough I don't remember.
We lose it for just a little bit and get it back at Greenwood. Then we lose it all of Eholt and get it back at Grand Forks to Christina Lake, and then we lose it all of Paulson.
You not only listen to half of that, right?
I know where we have cell service. I know where I can call Jess. Because I've dropped the call often enough with you that I know. Okay, these are their cell service sections.
It's supposed to get 15 degrees in Rock Creek today.
Okay, so 15 degrees over here. It's a high of 15, that's not too bad. We had a high of 18 yesterday.
And tomorrow looks like rain here, so I don't think our weather is going to be too nice tomorrow.
So take this blue sky while we can.
And let's look at Castle Gorgeous because that's farther where we're going to be. I don't know. I can look up. Castlegar is going to be 17 today. And rain tomorrow afternoon.
Do our brake check. Oh no?
Our Toyota dealership caught on fire.
I guess our appointment is canceled next week.
The fire investigators on its way from Kamloops to try to figure it out.
Our appointment's canceled for next week. We might have to go to Kelowna to get it done.
So, crews have been unseen since 4:30 and fighting it since 8 a.m. still. So, yeah, they're still fighting it right now. The fire gutted their shop, including a significant amount of inventory. Nobody was hurt, thankfully, since it happened early this morning.
Guess we're not getting our key case repaired. Okay, we'll have to book a new appointment.
It sent up such a smoke plume. I guess because they have all that oil
Yep, full of oil.
and everything else. And it would have been so close to where we live that it would have been crazy to be at home.
So there's no point in even calling them because
They'll contact us.
so
Like, that is gone.
yep. So we're not gonna get an oil change center done for the rest of this year, it looks like. That's millions of dollars up in flames.
They just built next to it the used one, but that
Yeah,
can't handle
that's not a shop.
Yeah, that
It's
can't
just a
handle.
dealership.
Yeah. I wonder what caused it.
So yeah, we'll have to figure it out and rebook an appointment in Kelowna, and you'll have to drive up there.
Yeah, I don't think we can get it anytime soon. They're gonna probably be way too busy with everybody. And then what I do is I have to sit around for
We have to
hours.
sit around,
Yeah.
and we don't really have options now.
Well, because I don't have my full license, I can't get a rental car. They won't rent to me because I'm an N. So I can't even get a rental car.
Where's the Toyota dealer? Well, wait, is there a closer one like in Oliver or Solis? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. We'll just have to book it and call and see how many hours. I don't think they're close enough to go to the mall without.
Could go to a different shop in town.
Well, there's one or two people recommend, so
Yeah,
try that.
just go and ask them. Yeah, maybe I'll do that on Saturday.
Can't help but feel for them. It's like a really good. Like it's a dealership, but they're always nice. Like we went in there and they still know your name. Like,
Yeah, they know customer service. They know how to sell us cars. They do a good job. And that's honestly why I pay for cars. I need good service to buy a car. I need to be treated serious when I'm buying the car. And yeah, I had the ability to negotiate hard and get way lower price than they were comfortable with. One of those, I've talked to my manager trips several times, and then me walking out, coming back a few weeks later, and giving him the same deal again, until they finally cave in and go, hey, this guy's only going to buy it if we give it to him for this price. So, and they were super friendly about it, and sold me a car that it took me months to buy it, the pickup, but I didn't want them to know that I really needed the pickup. I was walking everywhere.
I'm gonna borrow your brother's vehicle.
But they were really friendly and professional about it. And the shop itself is really good too. Every time we've gone in for repairs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It is slightly on the pricey side of things, but honestly, looking at other shops, it's not terrible.
We've never left there with a complaint. Like,
Yeah.
it speaks for itself. Like, you get what you pay for. Imagine if their records are kept local on the computer, it might be even a bit before they came in contact us.
Yeah, we'll just make our own appointment and figure it out.
Yep. So I was looking at the weather, 17 degrees or so, it's on average right now.
So we're still below average?
Right at average, but depends on where you are, slightly below, but about average right now. Well, it's not something we've been getting, so it feels good.
Feels good to have average, yeah. It's actually spring weather. Although we were talking about yesterday's regular video, not the bonus video. We've had such a cold spring that the snow on the peaks is not melting, and they're really worried about a heat wave coming through and everything gonna melt in one shot
Yeah.
in June when all the rain comes. So we're gonna get rain and all the melt at the same time. cause some mass flooding here next month.
Which will not be good for the areas that got flooded last November.
Alright, is there any oncoming out of this corner? There is not. I can't quite see it anymore. Okay, now I can see it. Well, like it went behind the tree there for a second.
Yeah, but school bus. Think about.
Waiting on the school bus. I think we're good.
I love when you can get ahead of the school bus.
Yes, it's nice being in front of the school bus. Most school bus drivers are really courteous and give you space to pass. Most. Not all. Coming up on Midway. This is the Kettle River that we're crossing over top of. Well, soon. If you see a river, it's the Kettle River. Used to be a railroad down here too, part of the KVR. Still a trail down there. So I know the KVR goes through Hope, Othello Tunnels, goes up around the Coquihalla. And then works its way to Princeton. Princeton to Summerland, and Summerland to Penticton, Penticton to, I guess, Kelowna, but kind of north and way up on top of the mountain, Kelowna, and then works its way down here to Rock Creek, Grand Forks, Castlegar. I don't know where else it goes after that. And I think you can take that trail the whole way on bike.
Probably.
sections where you're not allowed to have motorized vehicles. Technically, you're not allowed to have motorized vehicles. Towns have made bylaws of not allowing motorized vehicles. But as far as the Trans-Canada Trail, which owns that trail, they say no town can enforce that rule because it's our property.
I was just reading about part of the trail from Vernon to Bullstream. It goes through like a BC park or whatever.
Okay.
And that's technically restricting even the class of
Him and the other guy had to switch loaders or something there, so there was a little bit of a delay.
Class of what?
The class of e-bike you can even use on the trail.
So you can only use a certain class of e-bike on the trail. So you can't even use your electric bicycle.
Because it goes through a BC park.
So BC parks are not allowed to use electric bikes
Only class 1.
here. Oh, they don't care. Honked that before. There's not much lumber left in this BC chips yard.
No.
Not much lumber at all. They've got like one little line here. We're still chipping over here, but there's not much lumber. The one by Princeton's pretty much empty too. Back to your comment. I guess my idea of buying 2 e-bikes to go ride on trails might actually be tricky if provincial parks don't allow the type of e-bike that I would like.
You just really need to get speed limit signs, people say, instead of restricting the class of them.
Yeah, because just regular bikers go way over speed too.
Exactly.
So instead of restricting a certain class of bike, which is going to be impossible to enforce because you have all these people. It's a national park. What just turned off? Yeah. See? The dash cam just turned off. I want the screen back. We're at the end of our video anyway, so. But it's a provincial park, so you're gonna have tourists coming from all over Canada, US, that don't know this rule, and it's impossible to enforce. They're gonna be riding all over the place with these e-bikes. So instead of trying to do that, just say here's a speed limit, everybody has to go this speed limit, set up a little radar gun that shows how fast you're going, with a sign like that blinks up your speed. I think it'd be easier to enforce than a certain type of bicycle isn't allowed on this trail. But anyway, yeah, it is our hour here, and apparently that camera turned off for some reason, but because Jess has set it so the screen turns off, I don't like it. We're trying to make it so it doesn't overheat. I don't know why it shut off. Maybe it overheated. I didn't have any airflow over it. Yeah.
Not baking in this one, is baking in this one.
Yeah. Probably overheated. Because I had no airflow going over it. So obviously the screen off doesn't prevent it from overheating. Oh well. I'm gonna blame it on Jess. Even though it was my idea to figure out how the screen turns off.
Do you have the battery in it?
The battery's in there.
Take the battery out and it'll need support.
Take the battery out and we wouldn't have recorded today's video because it kept unplugging itself.
Well, that means to solve that problem.
Yeah.
But the battery over here is control the camera.
Yeah.
So we take the battery out.
Yeah. At least on hot days. Anyway, it has been our hour, so I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. It means so much to us. I see some of you guys have been steady eddies on the support thing. But speaking of, never ever feel like you have to continue supporting. You can stop cold turkey, stop your support, and keep commenting and like normal. It won't be weird. I'm not calling anyone out. People have come and gone, and it's fine, right? So only support me monetarily as long as it makes sense for you. If you're hurting your wallet, don't do it. I'm great at the sales pitch, huh? Anyway, we are out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys rock.
Adios.
Amigos?